Most drivers know they need to swap their oil. They have heard it forever. But what almost nobody explains is what really goes on inside your engine when you skip it. Not the fuzzy warnings or the mechanic's scary stories. The real step-by-step list of what breaks, when it breaks, and exactly how much it will end up costing you. Missing oil changes is the top reason for engine failure in the country. Not crashes, not bad gas, not bad luck. Just old oil. The worst part is that most people who lose an engine never see it coming because the damage stays hidden until it is too late. By the end of this, you will see exactly what happens inside that engine from the moment the oil goes bad to the moment it dies. You will learn about the big repair bills, how to spot the warning signs before the damage gets bad, and how to stay safe, whether you have a new car or an old one that you are really trying to keep on the road. Before we start, if you are new here, this channel helps you save your money on cars. Smart buying, real maintenance tips, no sales talk. If that is what you need, subscribe and hit the bell. Now let us look at what happens when you skip that change. Engine oil has 4 main jobs. It greases. It makes a thin shield between metal parts moving fast against each other many times every minute. It cools. It takes heat away from deep spots that your coolant cannot reach. It cleans. It picks up dirt and carbon and moves them to the filter. And it seals. It helps the rings hold pressure against the cylinder walls. When all 4 work, your engine is safe. But oil gets old, and then it fails at those jobs. The real question is what that failure looks like and how fast it all goes south. You need to know the timeline so you can stop it before your bank account takes a hit. Stage 1 starts the second you go past your change date. Say your book says to get a new change every 7,000 miles, but you are at 9,000. Nothing sounds wrong. The car drives fine. This is the part that tricks people. Oil is not just fluid. It has chemicals inside. Those parts include cleaners and protectors that keep the junk floating instead of sticking to the engine. After a while, those stop working. Experts say that by 5,000 miles, normal oil has lost its strength. Good oil lasts longer, but it still wears out. Then you have no protection. Experts have shown that old oil loses its strength. It gets too thin under heat. When it gets thin, the shield between metal parts gets way too small. Metal starts to touch metal. Wear goes up. This is happening silently right now in every bad engine on the road today. Stage 2 usually shows up between 3,000 and 6,000 miles past your limit, though the timing changes based on how and where you drive. Short trips in the cold are very hard on oil. In cold states where you drive less than 5 miles in the winter, every cold start pushes gas and water into the oil pan. Usually, the engine gets hot and that water dries up. On short trips, it stays cold. The water stays in the oil. Water does not belong there. It starts making thick junk that will eventually get hard on the engine. The oil turns black. The filter gets full. Now, a safety part becomes a problem. Every filter has a bypass door. When the filter fills up with junk, that door opens. When that door opens, it sends dirty oil right through the engine. Every bit of metal and dirt goes straight to your engine parts. This is when you might hear a small tick at start. It is your engine losing the oil pressure it needs to stay quiet. Parts depend on clean oil to stay timed. When the paths get small, because old oil is sticking to the walls, the parts lose pressure. They fail, and you hear it. It is a sign that things are going wrong inside and you need to act fast before the engine breaks for good. Stage 3 is when the damage gets bad and the bills get big. Sludge forms. If you have seen an engine that looks like it is full of thick black tar, that is it. It is not just gross. It blocks the tiny paths that carry oil to parts. When those paths get blocked, the oil flow stops. When the flow stops, the pressure drops. Your oil light might start flashing while you sit at a light. Do not ignore that. The first parts to break are the ones that need oil pressure to live. Engine bearings are at the top of that list. These are the parts your engine spins in, and they are built to float on a tiny layer of oil. When that layer goes away because the pressure is too low, the metal starts to touch. That is called a spun bearing. It sounds like a loud, steady knock from the bottom of your car. New oil will not fix this problem. The repair costs thousands of dollars depending on how many parts are broken and what kind of car you have. It is a massive bill that most people would rather avoid. Turbo engines get hit way harder now, and many new cars sold today have them. Ford trucks and many popular SUVs use these systems. The Equinox, RAV4, and many others have them too. A turbo spins extremely fast and relies only on your oil to stay cool and safe. When that oil gets old and full of thick junk, the turbo parts start to fail. Replacing a turbo at a shop costs thousands of dollars before you even start to fix the actual engine. It is a very expensive mistake that many drivers make because they do not realize how vital fresh oil is. Modern engine systems that control timing are also based on oil. Small parts use oil pressure to move the engine gears. When sludge blocks them, they break. A single part is hundreds of dollars. If the damage is deep, it costs thousands. Stage 4 is a dead engine. Once you get here, you are not fixing it anymore. You are replacing the whole thing. It is over. A scratched wall or a broken bearing cannot be fixed with a simple oil change. The damage is done to the metal. A rebuild costs thousands at most shops today. A used engine swap is also very expensive. A new engine can cost more than the car is worth. For many older used cars, this means the car is now total junk. You are looking at a bill that could be $10,000 or more to get back on the road. Look at the math. A used sedan bought for $14,000. The owner drives it a lot, but only changes the oil every 15,000 miles. By year 5, the engine starts knocking. The shop wants $5,000 for a swap. The car is only worth $9,000. Deciding whether to pay for the fix or sell a broken car for almost nothing is a nightmare. It is a choice no one wants to make after trying to save a little money on maintenance. 5 oil changes over 5 years would have cost about $400. The damage? $5,000 to $7,000. There is no way that skipping those changes makes any sense for your wallet or your car. Where you live in the country changes how fast this happens. Driving in hot cities like LA or Dallas makes oil break down faster. Heat makes the chemistry change quickly. If you live there, change your oil a bit early rather than waiting too long. In cold cities like Chicago or Boston, cold starts are the main issue. You might drive fewer miles, but every start is harder on the oil. The water buildup is a real problem in the cold. Just looking at the miles does not tell you the whole story of stress. Long highway drives in the south are the easiest on your oil. Steady speeds and even heat are good. Under these conditions, following the book and going the full distance is usually fine. This brings up a problem for used car buyers, buying a car that was already ignored by the person before you. In most states, sellers do not have to tell you the oil history. A car can look clean and shiny on the lot, but have an engine full of sludge from years of bad care. Pull the dipstick. Good oil is clear and brown. If it is black, thick, or has bits in it, that engine is bad. It means the person before you did not care for it at all. Ask for the service papers. Carfax shows shop records, but not work done at home. A missing history does not always mean the car is junk, but it is a big reason to be careful. You want to see that someone actually cared for the vehicle. Get a mechanic you trust to check the car before you buy it. Not the dealer's guy, your own guy. That check costs a little bit of money, but can find low pressure or bad sounds before you pay. It is the best way to protect yourself when buying a used car. Do not skip this important step. It is the cheapest insurance you can buy when you are looking for a new ride to drive. If you already bought a car and do not know the history, get a synthetic oil change right now. Swap the filter and start your own records today. Some engines get better once they have clean oil. Others are already broken. But starting fresh is always better than doing nothing at all. Keep those receipts so you can prove the car is being cared for now. Here are a few things that ads make more confusing than they should be. Synthetic oil is much better than the old stuff. It is not even close. Testing proves it. It handles heat better, stays thick longer, and protects better when you start the car. For most people driving newer cars, the extra $20 for the good oil is worth it. It keeps your engine much safer for a longer time than the cheap oil would. It is a smart move for your car. The old rule about changing oil every 3,000 miles is dead. That was for old cars and old oil from decades ago. Modern cars and new oils do not need it. Toyota and Honda say you can go much further now. Follow what your own car's manual says, not the sticker the shop puts on your glass. They just want you to come back more often to spend money. That said, long times between changes assume you drive normally. Pulling trailers, short trips, or driving fast in the heat do not count as normal. If your driving is hard, change it more often. Do not test the limits here. The oil light in most newer cars is actually a great tool. It looks at how you drive and the heat to guess the oil life. When it gets low, plan your visit. When it hits zero, you are late. Let's talk about the real cash. Every dollar spent on a fast oil change saves a much bigger pile of money. If your car is worth $15,000 and a change is $80, you are spending almost nothing to save the whole car. Skip a few changes to save $300 and end up with a $3,000 bill? That is not being smart with your money. It is just making a very expensive mistake that will hurt you later. In today's market, this matters even more. Used car prices are still very high. Many people are making big monthly payments on their cars. A dead engine on a car you still owe money on is a disaster. You have to keep paying for a car that you cannot even drive. That is a hole that takes years to climb out of for most people. This whole mess can be stopped. Not mostly stopped, completely stopped. You just have to change the oil. Here are some steps to take. If you are buying a new car, read the book. Find the oil type and the right time to change it. Put a note on your phone. Use the good oil. Change it sooner if you drive hard. Keep your papers. That helps your warranty and the price when you sell it. It is the easiest way to keep your car worth more money for longer. Buying a used car, get it checked out first. Look at the oil. Ask for the records. If there are no papers, go get an oil change right away and start your own list of work from that very first day. If you are already late on a change, do it this week. If you hear anything weird when you start the car, like a tick or a knock that goes away, have a pro listen to it. Finding a problem early is the difference between a small fix and losing the whole engine. Do not wait until it breaks. It is much better to spend a little now than a lot later on. If money is tight, you can change the oil yourself for about $30 with parts from a local store. There are videos online for almost every car. If you want to pay someone, find a local shop instead of a big chain. The price is usually the same, and the work is often much better. You will get a person who actually cares about the work they do. Here is the bottom line. Engine oil is the one thing your car needs to survive. The science is clear. All the experts in the repair data say the same thing. There is no good reason to skip an oil change. It takes 40 minutes and a little bit of money. The other choice is a massive repair bill that kills a car that still had plenty of good years left. Do the right thing for your car. About 20% of cars on the road are driving with old oil, according to the data. That is 1 in 5 cars. Some of those engines are already starting to break down. Some are even worse. Some will die in the next year and the owners will be shocked. But you know better than that now. You have the info to stay safe. Tell me in the comments what you drive and how often you change your oil. I want to see how many of you know your number. Send this to a friend who is waiting too long to get their oil swapped. And check out my other videos for more tips on keeping your car on the road and how to not get ripped off at the shop. Take care of it.